Yes, Vicky, it did play longer than usual.
Nice. I wasn't completely losing my mind.
Not completely, not completely. What is up, everybody? We are live yet again. Another week.
Yet
Another
another
week.
week.
And it's been a rough one.
It's been a doozy.
It's been a rough one for the Rekieta bros.
Yeah.
For the Rekieta retards?
Hi, they're ripatards. It's got to be Rekieta something else.
Rekieta I don't know.
And we'll have to give it some thought. If anybody has any suggestions in the chat, that would be fabulous.
The Rekieta betas?
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Big Daddy says that Aaron Imholt interview on Kino Casino was something. We're gonna play a little bit of that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that too.
Bubba Fett says Rekieta cucks. That's a good one. Camel Moon says Rekieta rejects.
Well, hello, Camel Moon.
Yeah, hello. Alt Fact says, fun fact, back in the day, I congratulated Rekieta on his grift, and he liked and replied to me.
Fun fact, Rekieta once said I was fucked in court, and I won.
Yeah, Rekieta once laughed at my lawsuit with Tug and Yellow Flash. But previously, he was also very much on my side. It was very weird. That was a weird
It was
stream.
weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
He couldn't seem to stick to one side of that. But, yeah, no. So, as you all, I'm sure, have heard, Rekieta was arrested.
Yeah.
Quite the charges, like almost a whole ounce of cocaine. And
unsecured guns under the bed.
Unsecured guns. Possible child abuse is what they're saying.
Child endangerment, I think, is probably closer to what the charge actually was.
Yeah, and then yeah, just quite the shit show. He's not looking too good.
No,
not looking too good physically. Physically, not looking too good.
Oh man, the downfall. Like just to look at him and his wife, right? She always had that crazy ex-girlfriend look, but now she's just but she was still kind of cute. But now look, oh man.
Now she looks like a meth whore.
No, she does.
Yeah.
And Rackets, like
Rackets also looks like a meth whore.
I don't tune into him that often, and I don't see him that often. So it'd been, I don't know, maybe a month, 2. But the change is just rapid.
Yeah,
it's been rapid.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, guys. But you know, that's what it is. Spectre says Nick looked healthier in his booking photo than he did on his Monday stream. He did, actually. Yeah. That's a good point. Dean, you could help Nick. You could be his sponsor because of your experience. Yeah, I know how I can help keep Rekieta off of coke. Rekieta, give me your coke. That's I like it, Yanafui. I think
that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Before we get into the Nick stuff, though, we have EVS driving drunk.
Yeah.
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 With his son.
Yep.
After a Phillies game. Let's just go ahead and take a watch. A watch. Let's take a watch.
At the Phillies Citizens Bank Park. And the Phillies are winning right now. That's the 4. Magnificent. There's Hunter. What's up? And we're going live. I am completely obliterated.
He's had 2 Mike Sar lemonades.
A lot of Jackie Cokes. Now we're winning. We're winning 10-4. People are comparing Phillies versus Texas to All Caps Comics versus Rippaverse. And I don't think that's way out of line. This guy. He's like, what are you up to? Nothing. Drunk as hell. Double. Nice Phillies cup here.
War bomb.
Let's get a war bomb going. But I tell him he's the Superman. I tell Kyle, I'm like, you're the Superman of the Phillies.
Do you understand?
You understand? This guy is the Superman of the Phillies. He should be able to. He should be able to do it. We're destroying Eric July and all of his dreams. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 10-4. We got Kyle. First pitch comes. Kyle's the John Malin of the Phillies, I think. A lot about Kyle that reminds me of John Malin, mostly the beard and the fat face. But he's good, man. He's Kyle Schwarber. We got a lot of Phillies games this weekend. My dad's coming in tomorrow. I got to pick him up and take him to Game 3. All they do is walk this guy, telling people who aren't Mormons to go to hell. Kyle Schwarber. Christ. He's our number one guy here. We got this dude, Adam, here, who's the bat boy. Folks, it's over for Eric July. It's over. Let's go get these donuts. Yeah, Philly! I didn't know the game was over yet. Going into the club here. They got drinks still available. You want to hang out and drink all night? You could if you wanted to. Hold on. You could if you wanted to.
Drinking all night.
All night. Drinking with the Phillies. Gambling all night with the Phillies. All right, hold on now. I got to pee. All right. Game's over. We won 10-4. You want to cross here, or you want to go down? We're right outside the ballpark. What are you doing? You crossing here? We can cross here if you want. Philadelphia. This is what it's all about. This is not the part of Philadelphia with the fentanyl zombies. This is the part of Philadelphia with people who are ancestors of those who created the concept of freedom. This is Philadelphia freedom. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Fentanyl free. Oh yeah, you want to drive? You think I'm too sloshed? I'm fine. Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Phillies. We did it again.
Yo, can't drive. I need $20 in super chats right now for gas money to get them home.
What are you, a YouTuber? Who are you? Jeremy Griggs? Who are you? Jeremy Hambley?
Mechanic Pro Secrets.
I'm all good. We got people coming out of here, Philadelphians, happy that the Phillies won again. I know where the car's at. Look at all these cars trying to get out. Cars are trying to get out. We gotta get out of here.
Give me the keys. I'm gonna whip this Lincoln like John Wilkes Booth.
You ain't whipping nothing. And by the way, I'm the guy to tell Nick Rekieta what's up.
The guy to tell Nick Rekieta what's up.
I know what's up, man. Troublemakers everywhere.
Yeah.
Where are we parked?
See, I told you, don't even know what your car is.
Huh? Is it over there? Oh, there I am. All right. Hell yeah. No.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Hold on. Get out of there. You're not driving my car. What are you, nuts?
Are you nuts?
You get out of there. All right, guys. See you later. They ain't like us. Word. Word.
I certainly hope they ain't like you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Imagine going to a baseball game with your kid and being obsessed and still talking about Eric fucking July.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
And just give it a break. Like, just have some fun.
Just enjoy yourself. Go to a fucking game and stop thinking about Comicsgate.
For real.
Just for a minute,
Just
man.
enjoy the game. Eric July, you don't have to see Eric July in everything you do.
or John fucking Malin.
John Malin.
Kyle Ritter.
And Alt Fact made a good point when he said, when Ethan said, he reminds me a lot of John Malin, with the beard and the fat face. And it's like, who is Ethan to talk about fat faces? I hadn't even thought about that. But that's a good fucking point, like Ethan.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
You really did. It's time to stop remarking on people's weight.
Yeah.
They all do that though, don't they? Like they all call each other fat. They call all the women fat.
It'd be one thing if they were thin like me.
It'd be one thing if they weren't, right?
But they're fat.
But they're all fat.
Their
wives are fat. Their kids are fat. Their dogs are fat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wait, did you say their dogs are fat?
Yes.
Yeah, even their dogs have type 2.
Even their freaking dogs are fat.
Sad. Fucking Rex is running around without a foot.
Mine are dead.
It's fucking sad. But what a fucking nightmare. Like, just let your kid drive, dude. You're a little drunk.
Just let your kid drive home.
Yeah, for real. Like, why would you endanger your kid like that?
Or anybody else on the road.
Well, fuck anybody else. Like, it's your kid. It's your fucking kid, I don't know. That's just
Ethan,
me, though.
Next time you're drinking and your kid says, give me the keys, give him the keys. Or better yet, just take a fucking Uber.
I think it'll fail spectacularly. But I think no matter what, he's going to claim it's a win. If you want my honest answer about Fag Tony's comic book. No matter what, he's going to say, oh, I made so much money. Even if he only raises like 2,000.
Man, that thing is just an embarrassment.
It looks so bad.
Looks so bad. He was on stream the other day. I think I mentioned we were thinking about covering him, and he was talking about how he was pre-apologizing basically for the book. He spent 20 minutes pre-apologizing for the art in the book. And it was the most bizarre pitch ever.
Yeah.
But the writing is going to be really okay, dude. I've seen you tweet. You can't write.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just going to be
Yeah.
something else.
Chibi Sentai says his kid is a great mechanic and knows cars, so he would be better to drive anyways. Spectre says Frog Tony's greatest achievement in life was being refused by the quartering to write for his shitty gaming website for free. That's funny. Jack Stafford says, why live stream that to the world? Seriously. Good evening, Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Michael Asylum says, it's meant for a young audience. Is it meant for an audience that is brain dead? And can't tell that shit art is shit art?
Listen, yeah, kids want good art too.
Well, yeah, I'd assume they don't want something that looks like dog shit. But then again, Steven Universe. Yeah. I don't know what this EVS JDA clip is, but this is from Vicky. If it's terrible, put tomatoes in the chat.
Hey!
millions of Jews and
it was probably more like 300,000.
People are so anyway. This was the tone and tenor of the interview. We don't have to go through everything here. It's just JDA being kind of like friendly with Todd McFarlane, and getting Todd to just talk like Todd talks. Man, he's really like a great guy. Todd really is a great guy. And by the way, he doesn't give a darn about politics. I don't know where his politics are. I sense that, like, he might be kind of conservative. So anyway, of course, you've got the. You do have the people who were trying to cancel Todd and JDA over this. Actual fandom, of course. This guy, of course. Actually, you know what? I haven't heard too much other than people like this guy going after Todd or JDA over this. I think everybody in mainstream comics right now, they might be kind of muttering about this. But because things are so bad in comics, people are just kind of laying down. It's just I don't want to get involved in this. Like, I don't know where my next month's rent is coming from. So here's actual fandom. I am sure Todd is blissfully unaware of John's. By the way, this is cancel culture right here. That's what this is. This is cancel culture. He is trying to, it's not. This isn't the whole of cancel culture. This effort by itself isn't all of cancel culture. But when you're sitting there going, do you understand that this person should not have this opportunity because of their beliefs? That's cancel culture. That's what this is. I am sure Todd is blissfully unaware of John's Holocaust denialism. Yeah, John has made some cookie jokes. You know what those are? Where they sit there, when it comes to Holocaust denialism, you say, the Nazis only had this many ovens. And if you were to work those ovens all the time, you couldn't.
I could see Ethan's point if Todd McFarlane or John Delarose was tagged.
Yeah.
But I don't even see that they're tagged. You know what I mean? Like, I still probably wouldn't agree with Ethan. Right? Like, people have, like, just pointing out facts isn't canceling. No. People have a right to point out facts, even if it hurts other people. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to say you can't point out a fact because it might hurt somebody's reputation. Feelings. Like, I'm sorry. Well, then, sounds like that person is a piece of shit if facts are going to hurt them. But they're not even tagged.
No, they're not.
So, like, it's, I don't know.
Imagine having this many ovens and baking cookies. You couldn't make 8 million cookies, and this is the thing. I think I've heard JDA make statements like that, but I think he was joking, because that's it's an edgelord joke.
Here we are. I'm amazed you tried to at me, then doubled down on your anti-Semitic comments. The number 6 million is not more like 300,000. Seek help.
Do I sound like that, Billy?
No. Just let him finish this thought, please. Let's let him say this in his own words.
He didn't even read the first part, dude.
Yeah,
where it's
don't even
you're attacking me and saying I'm a creepy hardcore simp.
Let's let him finish this thought.
Fucking super chat.
I want to hear him.
Is he saying EVS is a woman?
Yeah, I want to hear him extrapolate this thought at the end of your tweet. Let's hear what he's got to say.
So I just want to say I'm sorry. 300,000 was just an estimate I made yesterday. And I want to say sorry to all the 6 billion Jews that were killed. Because if that is bad to underestimate it, I'm going to overestimate it just to be safe. So I'm
underestimating it and then making a joke about it and overestimating it.
You heard it here first, folks.
John is pro. How do I phrase this? Oh shit! How do I phrase this? But anyway, I feel very bad for the 6 billion Jews that were likely killed. Just to be safe on this number.
Likely.
I just want to say that.
Likely.
So he did all 3 in one fell swoop right there. He lied again about how many people died in the Holocaust. He doubled down on his on what he said about his lies about the Holocaust, and then projected that we were the ones blaming him.
Yeah. It was just cookie jokes.
Just cookie jokes.
just cookie jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows John is like anti-Semitic.
Yeah. And if you don't, if you haven't figured it out yet.
I mean, John sent me anti-Semitic shit, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't actually care, but like pointing out that somebody's anti-Semitic isn't cancel culture unless they aren't anti-Semitic.
But pointing out facts is okay.
Yeah, pointing out facts. If a fact is gonna hurt your hurt your appearance, gonna hurt your business, well, you're probably on the wrong side of things.
Yeah.
You know, that's, I hate to say it, that's not cancel culture. You don't get to hide behind, oh, I'm being canceled, just to stop facts from coming out. But that seems to be what Comicsgate does. So yeah. I think guys, I think
it's time.
I think it's time to get into the Rekieta stuff. And there's a lot of Rekieta stuff.
It's a lot of Rekieta stuff.
Let's start with the drunk stream.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law Explaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. I am here in the gayest shirt I could find because today has been a remarkably gay day, full of gay isn't happy, right? Gay isn't happy. Anyway, well, we've got one major topic tonight. We've got the results of my appeal. The results are phenomenal, obviously. Top men on the appeal. And poor Randazza. I'm like shitting on him here, and I'm not even meaning to because it's the way this shit works out. I'll show you. We're going to go through the document. We're going to go through the appeal decision. Obviously, did not win it. Cheers. Oh my God. I can already see it. It's amazing. Red Rum says just close the document. Dog, you ain't finishing this. Cool. We've got Charlie says, listen, I love laughing at all this bullshit as much as anyone else, but this is sad. Okay. Are you crying, Charlie? Weeping into a towel or whatever? Please consider taking a streaming break and tend to your health, mental or otherwise, friend. I don't know if you guys know how mental health works. Oh God, you do a show like X amount of times a month. Well, yeah. Oh, take a break, do this thing. You're like, I can't do that. I can't relax, have a show to do. Like, no, do it. Fuck me. And they massage you and then you orgasm out your butthole or whatever. Cal Rolia says, would you trust Ralph who threatened to kill his wife and your children? No, I wouldn't have Ralph watch my children. People are so weird about it. They're like, who do you have watch your children? I'm like, nobody on the internet. None of y'all. Ralph, Dick Madison watching children. Jesus Christ, why would you do that? Why would you have these people watch your kids? You wouldn't have them watch your kids. No, would you? Nano Nomad says, are you able to discuss how you feel about Randazza trying new tactics? Is that too close to the case? No, I'm able to discuss it. I wanted this case taken care of quickly. Randazza talked to me about opportunities for new cases. He wanted to try and set a precedent in Minnesota, while I just wanted to have my case dismissed. Verosoff says, Nick, you really need to consider to stop. No. And you consider to keep going forward. Nick, you really need to consider to stop. No, 2,600 people still want to watch a man die. Good. Guys, you want me to watch a trial? I'm looking for one. That's it. Tina Trinity 420 says, upper still in him. That's keeping him up. They didn't do a very good job. I literally fell asleep on stream. How dare I? How dare I? By all accounts, his wife is pilled out in bed watching Star Wars all day. They serve each other. Whose account is that? I meet that person. They seem cool. Tina Trinity 420. He could get better because she's an AA or another recovery program. Yeah, I could. It'd be great. You guys would love it. Meth Up Samurai says, Nick, have another drink. You earned it. Finish this one. How's that? Nola says, this is a good impression of an online personality trying to self-destruct. You're nailing it. Yes. You should figure it out. I'll be what you need, guys. And then, what the fuck is that? Mount Anna, Ontario. I couldn't read the letters. Oh my God. They demoted me. They're like, oh, wrestlers are fine. You can be not Mexican, but Spanish. The ones who are going to crash into a continent. You're like, whoa, this isn't a continent we're looking for. They're like, no, we're not. We're going to put you on heads and chop your bodies open. They're like, no, don't do that. Here's some coof blankets. And they killed them with disease.
He got weirdly racist.
Smart.
Doing it too.
Very smart. And then anime sucks. Kelp. Anime sucks, but Kelp and Seed. Law. Show on this stream and critique, please. All right, whatever. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. This is going to be a disaster. Why do I care, though? I don't. Oh, my goodness. You guys have disgusting point interest. I see you like this.
It's so bad.
It gets worse.
I can't get the fats on screen. That's what we're going to do. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, that's the plan. At least at night, if not during the day and also at night. What I'll do, though, is I'll find Marco Randazza and I'll nail him to a cross. Does it matter what cross? No. Even if it's the light cross, I'll nail him there and be like, by the way, your beard is retarded. It's a lesbian woman from my mom.
Can you pause
say
it for a
that
sec?
and send this away.
I'm sorry, what?
Pause it for just a sec. Can you resize it so it's a little bit smaller? He spends the rest of this time slumped down, and slumps even further into his chair, for the rest of the video. So I just want people to be able to see it.
Just for you, Vicky. Just for you.
I'm being thoughtful.
Let's see. Holy shit. Anime sucks cope. And Sneed says, Rekieta Law. I want to show this on stream. Make cantining is praised. Why would you do this? Why now? Why is my camera so on? Trying to shut the show down. I'm like, we'll play the credits. No. What we'll do is we'll sit here. Guys, Here's credits. Oh my God, Nick's drunk. Yes. Cool. I'll do it at your kids' family thing or whatever. Why would you hire me as a babysitter? Don't. Reality is that you have two options in this world. Either realize what people do to you, or you do the same thing to them. I don't do the second thing. I realize what people do to me.
I don't believe it, April.
You can't stop it. It's that. Anime sucks. Kelvin C says, you're long. But the show on the stream and impeding Chris a delete.
I think he was talking to his wiener.
Woo. What I want to do is go to bed. I feel like my eyes have been set on the couch. All right, guys. Look. People want you to be responsible on the internet. They want you to get out of live streams. They want you to do whatever. But they love when you're honest. They love when you're you. They want that fucking you. They want the fucking contract. They want whatever the fuck you want to say.
The Rail King.
Which is liberatingly. No, you're not. No, dad doesn't clap those cheeks that way. You are angrily for her because you are beta. Streaming. Cool. Fine. That's great. Go find the thing you need to make your streams better, guys. Don't look to me for advice. I'm terrible at it. And all I want to do is talk about the Avengers, how much they suck. With that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace. Peace. Why? Why isn't it there? Why can I not end this fucking stream? What is wrong with everything? Oh my God. Where's my fucking thing? I can't find it. Hold on. Ah! It's ridiculous. What the fuck is this thing? I can't find it. I've been asking Lady Racket. She can't find it either. Wait, what are you saying? In the stream, try and find the fucking video. Why can't I find it? Doesn't matter. He's that fucked up he can't see. I can't find the stream. Doesn't mean I can't see. It just means I can't read.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And it would only get worse from there, guys.
Man, that stream was just something. There was like 45 minutes, at least 45 minutes, almost an hour when it was just empty chair.
Oh yeah,
It was,
yeah, that's
it
right.
was just Rekieta's chair.
And then he came back a little energetic.
Oh, all fucked up.
All fucked up.
Man. And then it just snowballed and snowballed.
And it already started off pretty rough.
And it did. Yeah. That was the very beginning of the stream. From the frame after the credits to the very end of the stream with the frame right before his end credit. It was like I didn't bother with all the stuff in between. He was just getting drunker and drunker and more belligerent about the case that he lost.
Well, the appeals, yeah.
Well, the appeal that he lost. And called the judge
a cunt.
Stupid.
I thought
dumb.
It was a cunt.
I believe he called her a cunt. Yeah,
and
it was.
That's not gonna do him any favor, guys. Let's just look. He was arrested. Was it the following day?
The following day.
The following day.
I believe. Yeah.
For drugs, having a gun, where a child could easily get it, And
it was from the gun charge is like because of the drugs.
Well, yeah, no, I get that, right? But it's still, these were
right. That's the reason why they were there.
Yeah, these are still the things that they were arrested and charged with. And then also, I guess, possible child abuse or child neglect.
Or child neglect was one of the charges too.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a little rough, guys.
So it was Nick and
Miss
his
Rackets.
wife, Lady Rackets,
and their girlfriend.
Their girlfriend, yeah.
Who's apparently living at the house.
Apparently. She was living there with her husband.
Yeah, there was 4 of them, but the husband, I guess, wasn't
left
really
like
digging it.
Yeah, left like 6 weeks ago, he says.
Yeah, so let's just take a look at this.
All right.
Let's see.
And we're live.
Hello.
Oh my God.
What was that?
Hello, everybody.
It says 0 viewers.
Right, because we screwed up the first one, and now we're on this one.
There's a person there.
And now there's peeps.
Pink's everywhere. I guess we're swinging tonight. Maybe I put it on the table. They've rejected me.
Look, guys, here's the deal. There is no swinging tonight unless Nick and I get drunk enough and we decide our lips look too tasty.
It's just them.
Aaron's butthole is mine.
You notice we ladies are on the inside. It's to keep these boys off each other.
The sexual tension.
They can't help themselves.
We pretend that the heads of our penises are magnets with the same charge, and we just go.
Guys, I lost my voice.
I'm getting tons of messages, and I don't know if you want to deal with this or talk about it, or if you know anything.
We're not reading messages. People are sending
No. You need to. You need to. This is big for the show. No, this is big for the show. Everyone, I mean, I'm getting bombarded that April has been arrested today with the Ricardas, and their mugshots are online. It's all over the place, dude. Do you know anything?
I don't believe that.
Is that her?
I don't think so. No, that's not. No. There's no way.
I mean, I'm getting bombarded with
this.
I'm not joking.
Will Heron, Aaron, can you tell?
Oh my God.
It's real?
Whoa. Holy shit. Wow. I'm getting more messages right now.
But did somebody snitch on them and they went to their house?
Yes.
Well, now I can't. Now the cat's out of the bag. I'm not telling any tales out of school. This has been a problem for a while, and I've been trying to tell them to fucking stop and get help.
Is her middle name? Can I just say this?
No. Don't. We don't need her middle name.
Chad, it's real. It's real, Chad.
Okay, I'm getting all this. I don't know.
Okay, he just said it's real. So wait. So they were arrested driving, or they went to their house?
I don't know. I think with how viral he went from that stream, my theory is someone might have called the police
or child welfare services,
or child services or something. Yeah, that's probably it. Fucking A.
They're saying Melton's fans are behind it.
I fucking told them. You gotta cut this shit out. I mean, I guess now that it's happened, I can come out and say it. This is what a lot of our fights were about the last 6 months. Is knocking this shit the fuck off.
Holy fuck.
Don't worry, you're not going to see me cry or anything like that. I'm fucking irate right now.
They're saying Melton's fans did this.
Okay, it doesn't matter what they're saying, but
it doesn't matter who did it. They had it. I mean,
and what Aaron's saying is true. Like, if you're this drunk and live streaming, you can call fucking child services.
Yeah, if you go on that, I'm sorry, Kevin, I apologize. If you go on that fucked up, this is what I've been telling this motherfucker for a long time. I've been telling anybody who would fucking listen. You're putting your goddamn family at risk and everybody around you. I said the guy was a fucking ticking time bomb. I said this was going to happen. You got to look after your fucking family. You got to knock it off. And he puts his wife, he puts my soon-to-be ex-wife and all 5 of his fucking kids in danger because he's a selfish, narcissistic fucking cunt and he can't fucking stop himself. God damn it. What a fucking moron. Hopefully, this sends his ass to rehab where he fucking belongs. But Chad, if you do a stream like that, like he did, if you're the wife or anyone else, and now I can't protect April from the fucking she's not there all the time rumors, because she was there. Doesn't somebody in that fucking house with half a brain take those fucking drugs or whatever after that stream and throw them the fuck out? Because people are going to call if you go fucked up on stream like that. I hope it was worth it, Nick. I hope going on and acting like a fucking asshole on your stream, and to the person who was down in the studio with him at the time, I hope it was fucking worth it, giggling in the fucking corner and not shutting that down like you fucking should have.
Jack Stafford, that's a good comment. His kids, doubt.
God damn it. I fucking warned them all. I told them.
And you
I'm
told
tired,
you
I'm
you
tired of being right about these fucking people, by the way.
Okay, so
episodes do not feel good.
So you warned this guy, but you weren't.
Ooh.
We'll have more from Aaron later on.
Not bitter, though, says Chris Stanley. Not bitter. You know, some people are pointing out this guy, maybe is doing damage control for himself.
Maybe.
Because he was there.
Oh, man, some of the stuff he talks about later. But we'll get to that. Yeah.
But then again, he did leave.
He did leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad, though. Like, I feel for this guy, right? Because when, like, Cuck Supreme makes you a cuck, I would be bitter. I'd be fucking bitter. The guy that went to Cuck Week during Hedonism 2 makes you a cuck? I mean,
yeah.
I'd end it.
Here we go. This is a fun part of lawyering, and it's a really fun part of like being a lawyer who hires a lawyer, and it's the triple fun part of being a public person who's a lawyer who hires a lawyer. You hire the lawyer because if you represent yourself, it's really fucking stupid, and it is. And it is.
Nick looks like a sad little bitch right now.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please mute yourself?
Kill niggers, behead niggers, roundhouse kick a nigger into the concrete.
And Madam Clerk, if you can disable that, the buzzing or bell noise each time someone joins us, court would appreciate that. This is the state of Minnesota versus Nicholas Robert Rekieta. Am I saying that correctly? You've told me before.
Yes, sir, Rekieta.
I have your date of birth is December 16th.
Yes, sir.
Currently reside at 12291. Okay. Your appearance today is based on 3 counts to a complaint order for detention. The record should reflect that Alex Kornahachi appears for the state of Minnesota. Mr. Rekieta, you are self-representing yourself at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Count 1 is second-degree possession, 25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamine. This is in violation of Minnesota Statute 152.022, subdivision 2, print A, print 1. The maximum sentence for that count is 25 years in prison and/or a $500,000 fine. Count 2 is possession of ammunition or any firearm with the user of controlled substances. This is a gross misdemeanor, so the maximum sentence is 364 days in the Kansas County Jail and/or a $3,000 fine. Count 3, endangerment of a child when present with a sale or possession of a controlled substance. Again, a gross misdemeanor. Maximum.
Get all your coke out, Nick, and kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
I'm going to warn everyone again. This is a court proceeding. If you were in a courtroom with me, the judge would remove you. So, any
Judge,
violation of that will be removed. Ms. Block?
Judge, I just disabled people the ability to unmute themselves, so I will work to unmute people as they need to speak to the court this morning.
Lastly, I think I was saying that the count 3 gross misdemeanor has a maximum sentence of 364 days and/or $3,000 fine. Mr. Rekieta, you understand what you've been charged with, and second question, the maximum sentences associated with each count.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, I don't mean to insult your intelligence, given you are an attorney, but it's important that I know that you understand your rights here. First of all, you are presumed to be not guilty of these charges. It is the state, not you, that has to prove what has been alleged in the complaint with evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. You have a right to trial by jury. All members of the jury would have to agree that the state had met its burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before you could be convicted. You have a right to counsel. You have a right to represent yourself, of course. If there's a trial, you could give your side of the story and testify, but you also have the right to remain silent. Indeed, you don't have to prove anything, so you don't have to say anything. If you remain silent, the judge can't make a comment about that. The prosecutor can't make a comment about that, nor can the jury take that into consideration. You have a right to confront, challenge, or cross-examine anyone who testifies against your interest. You have a right to call witnesses and the power of subpoena. You have a right to all of the state's discovery before trial, and including exculpatory information and evidence. And at the end of the day, if you think the court made some mistakes or a jury made some mistakes, you have a right to appeal. Any questions about those rights as I've explained them?
No, Your
Honor. This is a Rule 5 hearing. Sometimes we call it a bail hearing. We'll set this for a Rule 8 hearing. Under the rules, you have the right to have that hearing within 14 days of today's hearing, but you could waive that as well, given your right to seek counsel if you so choose. Do you want this scheduled within 14 days, a Rule 8?
No, Your Honor, I'd like to waive that. We can combine it into a contested omnibus hearing. So that would work.
All right, so we could, for today's purposes, combine Rule 5, Rule 8?
Yes, sir.
All right. And before you ask for a speedy, you want to hear what the state is requesting as far as release conditions?
Yes, I'd like to hear what the state is requesting.
I didn't say it, but you also have the right to have me read the complaint today.
No, I'll waive that right, sir.
All right, very well. Mr. Kornahachi, what is the state requesting as far as release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is requesting $50,000 unconditional. In the alternative, we would agree to RPR with standard drug conditions, which would include no use, random testing, no use and possession of firearms, contact probation as directed, don't leave the state without permission from the court, remain law-abiding, keep in contact with probation, and other standard conditions.
Mr. Rekieta, any objection to those conditions?
I object to the $50,000 bail. I think it's unduly burdensome and in violation of the 8th Amendment.
All right, what about the conditions?
Release conditions sound fine.
All right, the court will set unconditionally amount of $50,000, cash or bond. Conditionally, you'll be released on your own personal recognizance. In all instances, you need to be law-abiding and show up for all your court appearances. Conditions are as follows: abstain from the use of alcohol or any mood-altering chemicals not prescribed by your physician. That will be subject to random testing. So the court will order that you meet with probation upon your release, sign their agreement, and cooperate fully. You're not to possess any weapons, firearms of any nature, or be in the presence of anyone with a firearm or dangerous weapon. And do not leave the state of Minnesota without prior approval of the court. Any questions about those release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. Did you say 50 or 15,000?
50,000. 50.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let me ask this. Do you still want a speedy omnibus, or can it be scheduled in normal course?
You rescheduled in normal course, Your Honor.
Very well. Madam Clerk, do we have a date for that?
I'm sorry, Judge, I'm just going to interrupt. This is Katie Block, the court administrator. Do you want this next hearing to be in person or remote?
In person.
Thank you for the clarification.
Mr. Rekieta, you said contested, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, in person.
And the matter has been assigned with Judge Fisher. I'm looking at Tuesday, August 20th at 2:45.
Good for the state.
Without having a calendar, sounds great.
Very well. Any other business we can conduct?
Now,
Yes,
if you have this, apologies. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have requested to see two of my clients and have been forbidden from doing so. I would like to see them before their arraignment.
I'm not understanding your request. Can you repeat it?
As two of my clients are set for arraignment today, I have requested to see them. They have both requested to speak to their attorney, who is me, and they have been prevented from doing so up to this point. I was wondering if we could get an order to allow me to at least speak to my clients before they come into their first appearance.
That they be separated, true?
Correct.
Well, it's an issue of denying counsel to Ms. Rekieta, so I will grant the request and leave that as an issue for Judge Fisher. At least to get us through the arraignment this morning.
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Jailer, are you able to make accommodations?
So
Yeah.
Judge Fisher is the same judge he called stupid and a cunt.
But guys, there's more. There's more.
Okay.
She looks rough.
She looks real rough.
Nick looks better than he did the night before. And she looks the worst I've ever seen her. Just gonna put that out there.
She really does.
In court file 34 CR 24 342. It's the state of Minnesota versus Kaylee Christine Rekieta. You are Ms. Rekieta?
Yes.
All right. We've had some trouble hearing everyone this morning, so if you could get a little closer to the microphone and speak a little louder. Your appearance today is based on a complaint order for detention with 3 counts. I have your date of birth is March 9.
Yes, sir.
All right. The record should also reflect that Alex Cornahachi appears for the state of Minnesota. Ms. Rekieta, your current address.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And you also get your mail there?
No, sir. We have a PO box.
All right. What is the PO box to ensure that you get your mail? And Mr. Rekieta lives there as well. He's also a co-defendant with you.
Yes, sir.
And he would get his mail there as well.
Yes, sir.
Count 1 is second degree possession of 25 grams or more of.
Just want to answer this this chat from Actual Fandom. Her eyes aren't aligned. Genetics or drugs? You know, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's ketamine.
Cocaine or methamphetamine. This has been charged out as a felony, so the maximum sentence is 25 years in prison and or a $500,000 fine. Offense date was May 23rd, 2024. Count 2 is possession of ammunition or a firearm by a user of a controlled substance in violation of Minnesota Statute 624.713 at subdivision 1. This is a gross misdemeanor, so the maximum sentence is 364 days and or a $3,000 fine. And then lastly, count 3, neglect or endangerment of a child. Again, a gross misdemeanor, maximum sentence 364 days and or a $3,000 fine. First question is, do you understand what you've been charged with?
I understand, yes.
All right. And the maximum penalties associated with each offense or each count?
Yes, sir.
All right. When someone has been accused of an offense such as this, it's important that you understand your rights. You have the right of appeal. Do you have any questions about those rights this morning?
No, I do not.
You have a right also to have me read the complaint to you. If you read it or you're able to read it, you can waive that right. Do you need for me to read it to you?
Not at this time, no.
Very well. Any objection to setting these hearings tracking your husband's case? Or would you want a separate hearing?
I think I would like this tracking his.
Very well. We will set those and track at the same time. You can change your mind if you'd like. This is sometimes called a bail hearing. And you would come back for an arraignment. We combine those hearings for Mr. Rekieta. Do you want to do the same thing? And then just set this for a contested omnibus? That's a yes?
Yes, please.
I just want to take a moment to remind everybody to consider becoming a pay pig and becoming a member of the channel. What do you get by becoming a pay pig? Access to 3 elite emotes, and they're right there. It doesn't highlight, but anyways, consider becoming a pay pig.
And it gives you the right to be called a pay pig by Dean. That's like the only benefit.
That might be the only benefit.
Yeah.
You're nodding, but you're yes?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Cornhachi, does the state have any release conditions?
God, that was crass, Dean.
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for the same conditions as Nicholas Rekieta, $50,000 unconditional, and the alternative RPR.
I wasn't aware that Nick was married to Steven Tyler.
Standard condition.
Ms. Rekieta, any objection?
No.
Very well. Court will order unconditionally amount of $50,000 cash or bond. Conditionally, you'll be releasing your own personal recognizance.
I'll give you a link to the Discord if you become a pay pig, Amit.
But in all instances, you have to remain law-abiding and show up for your court appearances, and we'll give you that date shortly. It'll also be noted on this release order. You are to abstain from the use of alcohol or any mood-altering chemicals not prescribed by your physician. That will be subject to random testing.
Yeah, so things are a little rough. A little rough at the Rekieta residence right now.
Man, just something. So, do you want to read the
Yeah, we'll do that.
Statement of probable cause that was filed here.
Give me 1 second. Let's pull that up. Are you talking about this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know which one you have, but
I have
they're
both
identical.
of them pulled up.
Yeah.
But this one is the Nicholas Rekieta.
Yeah, the one you didn't redact.
Oh, was I supposed to redact it?
No. It's okay. It's a public record.
I mean, to be fair, Nick Rekieta actually didn't redact my information when he went over our legal stuff. Not that I did this on purpose, I didn't. But to be fair, my address was on full display when he went over my legal case. To be fair.
To be fair. So, you want to read it?
Sure. It says,
or you can start.
It says the complainant submits this complaint to the court and states that there is probable cause to believe defendant committed the following offenses. Count 1, charge drugs, second degree, possesses 25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamine. Minnesota state statute, blah, blah, blah. Maximum sentence, 25 years or $500,000 or both. Or both. That would be shitty. Offense level is a felony. Offense date on or about 5/23/2024. Charge description on or about May 23rd in the county of Candiahi?
Who knows? It's Minnesota, man.
Yeah. Some shithole in Minnesota County. Defendant possessed one or more mixtures of total weight of 25 grams or more containing cocaine, a Schedule 2 controlled substance. To wit, defendant possessed over 25 grams of cocaine. Count 2 charge is possess ammo / any firearm user of controlled substance. And that's a gross misdemeanor. Not nearly as bad as the felony. Charge description on or about May 23rd, 2024 in the county of Candiahi, Minnesota. Defendant, a user of any controlled substance, unlawfully possessed ammunition, a pistol or semi-automatic military-style assault weapon, or any other firearm. Why not just say any firearm?
Because military-style assault weapon sounds scary.
Yeah, but like a firearm would just cover all of it.
Yes.
Right? Like, I don't know. And then count 3 charge endanger child permit present sale / possession controlled substance. The child was present during the possession or sale of drugs.
They were in the house with the drugs.
Yeah. Charge description on or about May 23rd, 2024 in the county of Shithole, Minnesota. Defendant, who is a parent, legal guardian, or caretaker, endangers the child's person or health by knowingly causing or permitting the child to be present where any person is possessing a controlled substance in violation of Minnesota statute, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so this was the statement of probable cause. Your complainant, a licensed peace officer, is employed by the County of Minnesota Sheriff's Office. In this capacity, your complainant believes the following to be true and correct. On May 23rd, 2024, at approximately 9:13 a.m., a search warrant was executed at Rekieta's address. As law enforcement approached the residence, Nicholas Rekieta was traveling southbound in his vehicle. Rekieta was stopped by law enforcement. Upon knocking on the door, a juvenile female opened the door and wouldn't let them in. Nicholas Rekieta would not provide the door code to enter the residence. Law enforcement entered the home utilizing a door ramp.
Just open the door.
Just open the door.
Just give them the
man.
code. Now you got to pay for a busted door, dude. Like they weren't gonna get in if you didn't give them the code.
Right. Either way, they were getting in.
Right. That just seems silly.
Yeah. Upon entry, law enforcement located Kayla Rekieta and April Imholt. I don't know if that's Imholt or Imholty or A.
Who cares?
And who cares? And 4 juveniles were also in the home. Officers noted the home was extremely cluttered. There were clothes everywhere, dirty dishes, and overall dirty home. Nicholas Rekieta returned to the home with law enforcement. He demanded a copy of the search warrant. When given a copy, he looked at it and threw it on the ground. During the search, law enforcement located the following in the master bedroom. You can read it if you want.
The following items were located in a safe in the master bedroom. Bag?
No, nightstand. I think you've already
nightstand.
skipped forward a little too far.
Okay. Yellow snort tube, positive for cocaine. Black vial with white substance inside that field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 2.2 grams. 2 credit cards listed to April Imholt. 2.2 22 caliber spent shell casings on the floor of the nightstand in the master bedroom. The following item was located underneath the bed in the master bedroom. A Sigsar AR with several magazines and loose ammunition. Serial number, blah, blah, blah. The following item was located in the master bedroom dresser. Glass container with metal filter and grinder and glass container that field tested positive for cocaine. The following items were located in a safe in the master bedroom, or master bathroom, sorry. A bag with cards and dollar bill that field tested positive for cocaine. Large corner cut baggie with white powder that field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 18.96 grams with packaging. 3 small baggies that field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 5.5 grams with packaging. 8 green colored tablets that field tested positive for ketamine. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's ketamine. Digital scale that field tested positive for cocaine. Metal pan with white powder on it that tested positive for cocaine. 2 snort tubes, 2 metal cutters, 2 snort tubes tested positive for, you guessed it, cocaine. The following items were located in a safe in the master bedroom closet. A $100 bill that tested positive for cocaine.
To be fair, most money does test positive.
That's fair. A bindle with white bag with white powder substance that tested positive for cocaine. Everything is going to have cocaine on it in this house. The fucking bed tested positive for cocaine. The shampoo tested positive for cocaine. The toothbrush. Baggies with within a baggie with a funnel. An unknown brown substance. That's the weird one.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? It didn't test positive for anything?
Who knows?
Just an unknown brown substance? Is this how dirty their house is? It's just unknown brown substances? Just, I don't know, it's fucked up. Nick's house is made of cocaine. Additional firearm and ammunition were located in the garage. Total amount of measurable cocaine in the master bedroom was 26.67 grams within packaging. Cocaine is a Scheduled 2 controlled substance. Ketamine is a Scheduled 1 controlled substance. Detective Pomplin.
Man.
What?
That ketamine. Jeez.
That ketamine.
That ketamine.
Yeah. Detective Pomplin met with Nicholas Rekieta outside the residence. He was read his Miranda rights, and he agreed to speak with officers without cancel. Nicholas Rekieta indicated that he sleeps in the master bedroom, but that's not true. Sleeps on the couch.
No, he sleeps in the...
Drex sleeps in the master bedroom.
That's not what I hear anymore.
Well, you hear wrong. Drex is definitely in the master bedroom. He indicates that April Imholt was at the home visiting. Nicholas Rekieta and Kayla Rekieta were placed under arrest. While being placed under arrest, Detective Pomplin noted several injuries to the arms of Nicholas Rekieta that appeared consistent with sores that are common with controlled substance users. He was picking, guys.
picking. So, you've gone really far down that hole when you're picking.
It's fucked up. They were transported to Shithole County Jail. Kayla Rekieta did not speak with officers. At the Shithole County Jail, Nicholas Rekieta was again read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers without an attorney like an idiot. It's so funny. All the times Nick Rekieta, has said, never speak without your lawyer.
So what does he do?
He speaks without his lawyer.
Nicholas Rekieta refused to answer any questions regarding cocaine or other controlled substance use. Nicholas Rekieta indicated that he lives in the residence. He stays in the master bedroom with his wife. April was a friend who was visiting and does not live at the residence. While being booked into the jail, Kayla Rekieta, God, this is getting tough, requested that her prescription medication be brought to her. Upon reviewing the prescription bottles for Ms. Rekieta that were brought to the jail staff found 2 unknown pills and gummies in one of the prescription bottles.
What an idiot.
These items did not match the prescription on the bottle. So
she was just trying to get high still. She's in jail and still trying to get high.
Like they weren't going to check. Please take notice. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's about failure to appear. But that's what happened.
This is the one on Kayla. But I don't think we have to read it. It's
No,
gonna be
it's
pretty
exactly
much the same exact thing.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So, they're identical.
Pretty fucked. But this one says see, this is the one that kind of gets me, right? Because like on hers, she's being charged with neglect, child knowingly permit physical/sex abuse.
No, that's that's not a charge. That is actually the God, my brain just farted.
I don't know, because it has an offense date.
Yeah, but it's the first one is the charge. The second one is your penalty. So it's just the same. It just has the same. That section just has the one.
Okay. Yeah, because that would be really fucked.
Yeah.
That would be really fucked.
The one sentencing guideline or mandatory sentence or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is in Minnesota.
And finally, guys, let's hear what Aaron had to say on Kino.
Before we do that, before we move on, it's so weird watching all of these. What did we decide to call them?
The
Rekieta cucks.
Rekieta. Right? I liked Rekieta rejects.
The Rekieta rejects. Okay. These Rekieta rejects and friends of rackets. Running around Twitter talking about how it's cocaine. It's just like belting back a few at night. But dude, look at Nick. Look at his wife. Man, that's not just,
Yeah, take it from somebody who was a weekend warrior. That's not weekend warrior. That is a full-blown fucking addict.
He's picking.
He's picking, guys.
And the kids are with their grandparents. I'm not sure which grandparents. But I know that.
I mean, anybody's better than being with the Rekieta. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't not be a neglectful parent when you're an addict.
Well, when you have fucking your
in my opinion,
your other couple living with you guys, like that's just not something like
that's weird and not stable and like
can't you need a stable household?
Can't you wait to do all this shit until your kids are out of the house? Like for real, I'm serious, man. Instead of just leaving them with some anger in adulthood, you're breaking them as kids. Like their chances of growing into their own addiction has just gone up because of all of this. I feel terrible for the children. That's just
somebody think of the children.
It's not even a think of the children, right? it is, but not in a meme sort of way.
Yeah, definitely not in a meme sort of way.
And then too, on top of everything, so not only are they dealing with their parents' addiction and the weirdness that's going on in the house, now they have and maybe some people think I'm being overblown, but their kids, the trauma of the cops breaking into the house. Right. That's just
Figure drawing says somebody think of the crack babies. Oh, Black Daddy says I'm sure Vito is thinking of them.
All those nihilists, nihilistic friends of rackets. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
You can tell they don't have.
Drexel said once, Nick's kids are like my own kids. Yep. But like adults drink in front of kids all the time or something, says Alfonso. That's good. Nick, why can't you just divorce your wife, date a 30-year-old, and buy a Porsche like a normal man in a midlife crisis?
That's a good question.
That's not overblown. Childhood trauma is strong. Yeah, no, it's all pretty fun, guys. So Rekieta's kids are one step higher than Spirit Jr. Crack Baby League by EA. Nick needs to do like 2 to 4 years in prison, says Michael. Imagine a little girl telling the cops not to come in the house. Seriously traumatic with the door ram. But Michael, the comic book industry hires black people. I don't know what this is about. I'm not going to step into that one. Still haven't gotten over the pastor being the one who went to the cops. Explain those drunken church rants so much if he tried doing interventions already, and this was his final option. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he just had one recently too. He had been ejected from that educational co-op as a participating teacher or whatever. And I'm sure that's what the conversation was about. I don't see the pastor being like, yeah, we're just getting rid of you, Nick. I'm sure it was because of what's going on. And what can we,
Yeah, hey, Vicky, do you want to shut up for a second? We have a super chat. Jeez. Yeah, money. Vicky, shut up. Internet guy says addiction doesn't let them think about anything else. If they ever get help, they should and will feel awful about all of this. Not fair to the kids. Yeah, and that's a fair point. For sure.
That is a very fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Nick will exercise a final option. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Real question is, will Vic Mignogna say dumber shit in defense of Nick? Do you ever feel like you should be more than a... Oh, no. Oh, no, that was to Vicky. Okay. I thought this was still on because there was something mentioned about black in the industry. But this was to Vicky. Vicky, do you ever feel like you should be more than a token? Vicky's not allowed to think. Alt fact. Anytime you have a concern like that, you should just bring it to me.
Just
Vicky's
bring
not
it, or
allowed
Morg.
to
No,
think,
bring
yeah.
it straight to Colonel Morg. He is our fake producer.
Oh yeah, or Morg.
Yes.
Do you think I'm just gonna let Vicky think?
God.
Jeez. All right, let's watch one last video clip.
I think April. I don't know where April is during the fixer. So I think April in the bedroom. April and I were in the bed. Nick and Kayla were fighting. There was always drama. I always described the relationship between the four of us as we went from disaster to disaster, drama to drama. It was an intensely frustrating, stressful place to be. And I think it's because 3 people were on coke and one of them most of the time wasn't. And that's a frustrating spot to be for me. So Nick and Kayla are shouting, screaming at each other. I mean, frighteningly. They would have these knockdown drag-outs. I mean, just nasty fights. Some of them would end with Nick walking around, hitting himself in the head like a fucking ape. This one in specific, Nick and Kayla are yelling at each other. Nick comes storming out of the bathroom. I hear Kayla crying. Nick points at me. This really upset me. Nick pointed at me and he goes, "Go in there and fix her."
What did he mean?
I don't know. Go in there and fix her. Whoa. So I go in there and she's on the floor crying, basically in a ball crying. And I comfort her and I talk to her a little bit. And it's just, I mean, I don't know the specific conversation because these all run into each other. A variation on, you know, he's gaslighting me. I'm so frustrated. Nobody understands me. Nobody can see me. Nobody can hear me. That's how we got close, is one of the things she would always say to me. And I would say to her, she would look at me as she wouldn't want to talk about what was wrong. And I would start going, well, is it this? Is it, I understand maybe you feel this way, blah, blah. And she would look at me with tears in her eyes. She would go, "You speak my thoughts." And that would touch me. That really, like, I'm not, like, you guys are going to find, I'm not some fucking monster who's here to just rat people out.
Oh, obviously
This
not.
touched me. This meant something.
Yeah.
So in the fix her thing, I go in there, I talk to her, and it's just they're fighting. And then Nick comes back in and they start yelling at each other again. Now I'm in between the two of them. This is remarkably uncomfortable. I'm not high. They're high, or at least he's high. And they just start fighting. Literally, I'm in between the two of them. Kayla leaves. Nick pours out the 2 biggest fucking rails of coke I've ever seen in my life. And granted, I haven't seen that much, but bigger than what they usually did. And just rips them back to back. To the point, well, he and I were still friends at this point. Literally stopped, put my hand on his shoulder. I said, "Buddy, are you sure that's okay?" Because he had just done some before that. I said, "Buddy, are you sure that's all right? I don't want your fucking heart to explode in the fucking bathroom here." Nick always had this way of WebMDing his shit to explain it away. He would go, "No, well, what you don't understand is no matter how much I'm doing right now, it doesn't get me more high. It takes time for it to process and come down." And I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a stimulant supercharging the fuck out of your heart and you dropping dead. Like, no, it's fine.
Was he actually showing you shit online? Was he actually showing you stuff online?
No, he had an encyclopedia of bullshit.
So he acted I already looked at this up. I searched this already.
One time I asked him, because this...
Sorry, what'd you say?
Worski's such a dipshit.
Yeah, he is.
It was late. This was probably a week or two before I bailed. I confronted him. I said, "Dude, I know her and I aren't on the best of terms right now." This is when she was out. I was ready to file, like, just about over. Like, April and I had crossed the Rubicon already. There was no going back. But I did still care. And I'm like, "Dude, she's doing a lot. It's like every day. And you guys are drinking a lot." Like, even Kayla came to me once and she said, "Aaron, you need to talk to Nick or April because our liquor bottles are disappearing very quickly around this house." I said, "Okay, talk about it." I talked to Nick. I go, and I didn't really want to talk about the booze. I was more concerned about the coke. That's what scared the shit out of me. And I said, "The cocaine use, dude. Let's talk about it because it's not good. We need to cut back on that shit a little bit." And he gave me this reason. He said, "Well, Aaron, what you don't understand is, understand how, like, people with ADHD, the stimulants they take allow them to pay attention better because their attention span goes up like this with the stimulant. It meets their demand for the, So he says about cocaine, he goes, "Well, Aaron, you see, sometimes our minds can only handle this much stress, but we have this much stress. So when I do cocaine, it elevates my body's ability to deal with stress to here, so I can then deal with the stress I face." And I remember just going to him, I go, "That's total bullshit."
What was the stress? What was the stress that he like? What was he mentioning? Like, what was the stress? Were
Andy,
the
what
kids?
you don't understand is this man.
They just explain, like, he just went over the fighting. I don't know. Worski's retarded.
Was streaming at that point 1 or 2 days a week.
Okay.
He had a trust fund.
Yeah.
And that's very stressful.
Oh yeah. Oh man, life's tough, bud. Life's tough.
I want to ask.
There were some times with Nick where, as the son of a fucking baker and a lunch lady, I was like, "You entitled cunt! Like, just fucking man up and handle your shit."
Yeah.
Like,
so I gotta ask, like, what? Because you were there a lot or a fair amount. What is like a day in the life of Rekieta? Like, is he mostly high, like all the time?
I will say, I
Man,
can tell you what I saw.
Yeah, I can't watch any more of him. I mean, like, part of it is like, well, fuck, man, you're actually living in the house or whatever. But and it still feels like he's just
very opportunistic,
playing for the opportunity.
I don't think he's lying, but it's like, if you had such a big problem with this, where were you before they were arrested? You took no steps to stop anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and not that he has to, but like, I don't know. He does seem very opportunistic. I don't think he's lying, but it's like, I don't know, you're kind of just playing this up to get like attention.
He's making it more grandiose than it.
I don't think so.
Not as a lie per se, but I think he's certainly playing into all of it.
I think he just really likes the attention, so he's willing to tell the stories. But it's like, dude, where were you if you had such a big problem with it? If you cared about like the fact that they were putting their kids in danger, why didn't you call the cops? You seem to care after the fact. Yeah, no, exactly. Crypto says he's not lying. He's just harvesting his friend's corpse for clout.
Yep.
Yeah, he was drip feeding this stuff before to clout chase and spite over Nick stealing his wife. Very based.
Now he's just spilling it all out, like all over the internet.
Yeah. But why does he remain so fat? Self-hate? That's a good point. I think, guys, that's it for this one. We went an hour and a half. Fuck me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's
a bit too long. Bit too long. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave.
All right. Good night, everybody.
And I'm not gonna put kids in danger, but I will snort some coke.
No, you won't.
I won't. I wish. I wish.